Hello and good evening. Today is the 5th of October 2021. 5th of October is the day when a terrible earthquake struck northern Pakistan in 2005. There was massive destruction in Kashmir, Azad Kashmir, and certain areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. And also, there was a collapse of a high rise building in Islamabad. But today I want to talk to you not about the earthquake, but about the earth shattering, if I'm permitted to say that, uh, information that has been dumped on the common public. It is known as the Pandora Papers. The Pandora Papers is the work of the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists who have uh, pointed out that many people, 35 of them, uh, current or former heads of states, heads of government, and monarchs, had parked their ill gotten wealth in tax havens, in offshore companies. Most of these offshore companies were either registered in the British Virgin Islands or places in the United States, such as South Dakota. Uh, United States, incidentally, has tax havens where they encourage people with massive wealth to invest. There's no harm in investing in offshore companies. There is no, these are not illegal. But most of the time, people who are making offshore companies are those who have monies that don't want audited, which have been collected or which have been earned through illicit means. Prominent among these people have been the King of Jordan, King Abdullah. He has had many properties across the world, luxurious villas and flats in London, in the United States of America, and other places. Uh, it has been insinuated that President Putin may also have had uh, connections with people who have invested or very close connections with them. In Pakistan, at least 700 people have been identified who have offshore companies or who have invested monies in these kinds of areas which are beyond official censor or audit or checking. The point that I want to raise here today is that it is the West which cries against corruption, which says that countries like Pakistan or other countries, people there are corrupt or they're investing in such kind of places which are beyond uh, checking. Uh, but the West itself provides safe havens. We are quite aware that earlier uh, monarchs and dictators and oligarchs would invest in banks in Switzerland, where confidentiality was the high mark of their banking system. During the Second World War, even the Nazis uh, parked their money in Swiss bank. We know that even in Pakistan, there have been former presidents who have had Swiss bank accounts. But now the trend is, or fashion is, to invest in offshore companies, and there are many offshore companies in democratic countries, including the United States of America. So, if we want to root out international corruption, if we want to root out uh, criminal transactions, if the FATF is gunning at us that we should have anti-money laundering laws or laws to discourage or eliminate terror financing, then they should also look inwards and stop these enterprises which encourage illicit investments. I think the world has to stop playing a double game. Pandora Papers good, but what are you trying to do? What are you doing to stop this illicit investment? And how can you staunch this outward flow of money from poor countries like Pakistan? Thank you very much for listening to me, and I would indeed be looking forward to your comments. Thank you very much.